There is, however, one place where this rivalry turns truly dangerous, and it sits on a single small island, Taiwan. Which brings us, at last, to the big one, the rival that everyone is really worried about, China. And we have to be fair, because China is, by any honest measure, deeply impressive. And pretending otherwise is exactly how you lose. So let us finally give the rival its due. By one common way of measuring the size of an economy, adjusting for how much things cost inside each country, China has been the largest economy on Earth since around 2014. It builds the things the modern world physically runs on. It manufactures the majority of the world's solar panels. It makes most of its electric car batteries. It dominates the mining and processing of the rare earth metals that go into everything from your phone to a stealth fighter, and now publishes more scientific papers and files more patents than the United States does. So this is not a poor country stamping out cheap plastic toys anymore. It's a real superpower. So if you only listen to that, the future looks like it belongs to Beijing. But that is only half the picture, and the other half is brutal. Because underneath all the shiny numbers, China is facing that demographic cliff that I just walked through, the worst of any major nation on Earth. Its gigantic property market, where ordinary Chinese families park the bulk of their life savings, has been imploding for years, leaving entire ghost cities of empty, half-built apartment towers. It is buried underneath mountains of its own debt, and its economy leans heavily on selling exports to the rest of the world, including to the very countries that are now growing nervous about depending on it. And don't forget, by the most standard measure, raw economic size at current prices, the United States economy is still worth around $32 trillion. China's comes in around $20 trillion. The American economy is more than $11 trillion larger. And the part that would have stunned people just a few years ago is that many of the same forecasters who once assumed China would comfortably sail past America now thinks it might never overtake it on this measure at all, precisely because of that population collapse. There is, however, one place where this rivalry turns truly dangerous, and it sits on a single small island, Taiwan. Taiwan is home to one company that manufactures almost every one of the most advanced computer chips on the planet. The chips inside your phone, inside the data centers, inside the artificial intelligence that the entire future is being built on top of. The single most important technology of the modern world runs through one company, on one island that China openly claims as its own territory. If a war ever broke out over Taiwan, it would not just be a regional fight.